welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about count and cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Monday, February 24th, 2025. This is episode 155. Welcome if you are new. I hope you like what you see. Think about liking and subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again. It's been a busy week. After I filmed, I had my grandson. Of course, you know, twice a week I pick him up, and actually went to Joann's one day with my daughter and my grandson. My grandson loves to shop. He wants to put everything in the cart because they didn't go very often with him, you know, because he was born not in the middle of the pandemic, but, you know, it was still going on, and he was a preemie, so they didn't really take him anywhere for a long time. So when he gets to go shopping now, it's a lot of fun for him. Did a lot of stitching. I don't know what happened. The stitchy bug came back this weekend, and vroom. And not much haul. In fact, no haul. No haul to show. I might as well do that first because, you know, why not? Evertote, I did the Nordic Advent Calendar this past December, and Evertote has their Advent Calendar on sale for December of 2025. Here comes the cat, because he can't leave me alone. And I just fed him. I don't know what. But anyway, so once again, Evertote, Modern Folk Embroidery, and Roxy Floss Co. joining up, creating a pattern, 25 days of floss and pattern and stitching. I really loved the final result of this year's, so I'm looking forward to this coming December. 10 months to wait, though. Not even, actually, at this point. Only 9 in a few days before we start. So, hey, that's a lot of fun. I have been looking at, I have not purchased yet, but I'm going to buy the Bothy Threads. Again, I really enjoyed their calendar, and they said they're changing things up. Of course, you know, they've had it where you buy the whole thing, and then the next year you can just buy the refills, and they're changing it this year. So I have the bags. I may pass the bags along to my daughter to use for my grandson for Advent. But they said that they're going to be using recycled wrapping paper this year, and that way they can have some larger items. So that should be fun. So I really enjoyed theirs last year. I was thinking, when I was watching some of the UK people, the Historical Sampler Company, I did it the very first year, and it was not really, I mean, it was an Advent, but it wasn't like a cross-stitch Advent, which I was kind of like, eh. I did their stitching the next year, but I didn't buy their Advent. And this year I was watching a couple of people open them, and it was a lot of fun what they had now. They've really upped their game. So I might get the Historical Sampler Company one too, but we'll see. I'm trying not to be too crazy. We had to buy a car. My husband's car died. It was 11 years old. So, you know, we've been itching it along. But, so yeah, so I'm trying to be good. And of course we're going to Ireland, and, you know, I can't spend all the money before I go, but it is what I'm good at, shopping. So that's, yeah, so that's all as far as Chris. No. Ugh, this crazy boy. You say hi? You say hi to everybody? He's trying to get into things that, because I'm ignoring him. Anyway, so that's all that I purchased. I don't think I bought any patterns or anything online. Of course, National Needle Market's coming up. I kept saying, oh, I haven't really seen any. I don't know how many patterns I've ordered already. Too many. So, but of course, those won't come till March. And we'll get started with some then. The Rebel Stitcher pattern, definitely. I'm going to join that Sal. So, that's about it, I guess. Okay, so stitching. In no particular order that I did it. Well, maybe. Let's do this one first. Last Wednesday was the 19th. If you have been with me, you know that the 19th of every month is Poltergeist Pirates Day. I get on chat. Poltergeist Pirates is by Glendon Place. I get on chat. There were some of us that started together at the very first Black Needle retreat. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. And of course she's calling me. Sorry about that. So the very first Black Needle retreat in 2022, we started together, and then there's others of us that have, or others that have been added to the group and join us when they can. So this, I pulled it out, and I decided to work in a different spot than I've been working in, and I found mistakes. So Wednesday, I probably frogged as much as I stitched, but I've got it all correct now, and I worked on it for 2 other days. So this is the picture of where it was. And this is where it is now. So this, the crow's nest, is now the correct color. One of the very first things I put in at the retreat. I used the wrong color. Let's see. Over here, I had used the wrong color. I had made this too long. It's just a bunch of stuff. So I have corrected this all now. Is it absolutely 100% correct now? But as far as I know, it is 100% be able to move on and do the other things. So I think what I would like to do, I'm either going to go and do this yard arm, mast, I'm not sure, or I may continue up and finish this whole mast. So as you can tell, I am working here. So there's this piece here, and it's got the parrot on it, or there's continuing up, and it's topped with the skull head, and there's a ghost at the top. So I'm not doing the buttons. In fact, there's a button missing from that, unless you just can't see it in the picture. Yeah, you just can't see it in the picture because the little mouse is a button, but I did the mouse. So I'm very pleased with myself that I actually worked on it for 3 full days and did a lot of progress. So hopefully, maybe I think that's going to be my goal from now on, is when it's Poltergeist Pirates, I'm going to work on it that night and then the next 2 and see if I can make up a little progress, because there were a few months on my card I didn't stitch on it at all. I was so bad. Next, I was working on Forbidden Fiber, going on an adventure, or on an adventure. This is the black and white copy. of what it looks like. This was the Boxing Day start on December 26th. I actually have not opened 2 of the floss yet, but this is where it was, and this is where it is now. So I got in this mountain and the clouds and started this next mountain. So there's, on the page that I'm working on, there's some words down below and there's a little bit of stitching here, but otherwise I need to go back to the first page to finish up, and that's next time I stitch on this. I'll go to that page and finish this mountain, and then there's another small mountain behind it on this side, so it's kind of 3 mountains together. But a lot of fill-in right there. So a night that I need some fill-in, that's what I will be doing. But yeah, I'm glad to have put on some more work on that. I pulled out one that I didn't need to stitch on anymore this month. Noel Sampler by Satsuma Street. I've decided that I'm doing a block each month. I finished the N for February and decided to go ahead and do March. I was in the mood, and this is another one that next time I pull it out, I'll have to do more border. But here it is. So we have no. It just says no. That could be for a lot of things right now. So the next time I pull it out, I'll probably go this way. Actually, maybe the next time I pull it out, since I'm now ahead, I'll do both sides and get those blocks filled in so that I can continue on. The letters are actually, because it doesn't have this extra little bit in the corner, it's actually a little faster to do the letters. Go figure. So, what, Chris? So Chris is now trying to get my attention. He's already eaten. I fed him his dinner. Don't know. But very bright colors, a lot of fun. So who knows? Maybe I'll get this done this year. I was kind of, I shouldn't say anything because I may jinx myself. All right. Next, I worked on some more Silver Creek samplers, Peace, Love, Stitch. Doing this with my friend Dawn, and I've done a little bit of a color conversion. So this is where it was, and this is where it is now. So I've added the leaves, and I put in peace and love, and next time I work on it, I'll start the word stitch. I haven't decided, the needle is gold. I haven't decided if I'm going to change it to silver, because to me needles are usually silver. I think I have seen a gold needle, but not often. Or if I leave it gold, I might add some metallic. So I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about it. So yeah, so the big word stitch, and then of course the skein of floss underneath. So, I mean, I could potentially have this, if I decided to work on only this week, could potentially have a finish for next week. I don't know. We'll see. Chris, get down. I don't know what his problem is. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is the last one. I was watching Sunshine Stitchers, and of course my husband decides to print something right now. I was watching Sunshine Stitchers, and Sheila and EJ were talking about how we would still have Black History Month. We would still have Hispanic History Month. We would still have Women's History Month. There would still be Juneteenth. All the things. And I realized that I had been slacking. It is Black History Month. And I still have, that I started in 2020, Teresa Kogut's United We Stand. And I have not pulled this out for a while. It's another had a little bit of an error in it, and I kind of put it in timeout, but I'm going to keep going. So here is where she is now. I hope I've put a picture in already. I did all the red fill in here, and I added the flag. So my husband's finishing up our taxes. I told him I was filming. I'm sure he forgot. So yeah, so United We Stand. I have the needle minder, and of course I have the Juneteenth needle minder from Rebel Stitcher. Started this on Juneteenth 2020, and that's when Teresa put out the pattern. I used Almond M&M silks for the skin tones, which is why they look so fabulous. I've been changing colors. Of course, Teresa Kogut is more prim than I usually do, but I think I may have lost one of my magnets. Uh-oh. But, so yeah. So that is my stitching for this week. 5 projects. And my friends and I, we get together on chat once a month and do a murder in a box mystery thing. And while we were solving the murder, I did some diamond painting. This is the last one. I had done Snoopy and Woodstock at Christmas time, and now Charlie Brown is complete as well. So I will add him to my Christmas decorations. You'll see him out next year. But yeah, I find that I enjoy doing the small things that I can get done. I have not pulled out my big one since the first time I did it, and I really need to. But it's just finding a place to do it. And I've got my sign that's winter something with Snoopy on it, and it's a lot of fill-in right now. So I think as far as diamond painting goes, I need to stick to small things. Smaller things are happy for me. Because after a while my eyes get crossed too, because I don't have a magnifier to do it with. So. Okay, I'm babbling now. If you're interested, Evertote, Advent, Bothy Threads, Advent. I'm not sure when Historical Sampler Company will go on sale. I know Caterpillar Cross Stitch Advent has theirs on sale right now. Yeah. All the Advents, and we've still got 9 months. But having said all that, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week.